it's Ria. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a very exciting video because this is going to be episode 1 of my getting off the pill journey that I'm going to be starting. So if you guys are interested in learning about why I'm getting off the hormonal birth control pill for the first time in 8 years and how I plan to balance my hormones and what supplements I'm going to be taking in order to do that, please keep watching. But first, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and we will jump right in. Alrighty, y'all, so let's go over, first of all, why I have been on the pill for 8 years now. So I first got on the pill when I was 14 years old. I was a freshman in high school, and I originally got put on the birth control pill because I had absolutely horrendous periods. By the way, this video is gonna be a lot of TMI, so if you're a man or if you have small children around watching this, maybe throw some headphones in, but I highly encourage you to listen to this video because even though it's a bunch of girly topics, it benefits everybody to learn about this stuff. But anyways, I got on the pill because I had absolutely horrendous periods. I had extremely painful cramping, very heavy periods, and I would miss school. Like, it was bad. So of course my mom took me to my family doctor and she recommended that I be put on the pill because it had helped a lot of young women who were struggling with a lot of the same issues I struggled with. And me and my mom talked about it and it seemed like the best option at the time. So cut to, I have been on the pill ever since. I've never ever once gotten off of it. Mostly because it was keeping my hormonal symptoms at bay. I wasn't having horrendous, heavy, painful periods anymore, as well as it is my primary form of birth control. So I stayed on it because I'm not trying to have babies between the age of 14 and 22. Still not trying to have babies, but I will get to that a little bit later. But anyways, I never really thought that I had a bunch of side effects or anything being on the pill, but as I have gotten a little bit older and I've gotten more into holistic health and naturopathic medicine and just more healthy lifestyle and naturally inclined living, I began to dip my toe into how dangerous this pill I take every single day for 8 years could be. So I've just been hearing, the first time that I kind of realized that the birth control pill was probably not the best for my health was when I used to work for chiropractors. And if you guys know, most chiropractors are very naturally and holistically inclined, and my old boss kind of hinted at like, you might want to check into looking at alternative forms of birth control because the pill is just really not doing you any good. As a woman, it is just masking all of your underlying hormonal symptoms you may be having, as well as giving you other risks, which we will get into a little bit later as well. So I have been thinking about getting off the pill for well over a year now, but only really seriously considering it probably within the last few months, just because, it's such a hard decision to make when you're raised in a society that tells you you can get pregnant at the drop of a hat at any time in the month. And that's what I believed, is I needed to be on this pill in order to not get pregnant. And that is why I have stayed on it for so long. But really the biggest push to finally making this decision to get off of the pill after 8 years was just a big community of holistically inclined health fitness people on YouTube that I have started watching. And shout out to one of my newest YouTubers I started watching was Kyla Beland, and I will link her down in the description box. She made 3-month updates of her getting off the pill for an entire year, the first year she got off of the pill. And that is what really kind of like gave me the kick in the pants to why not just try this? I mean, her video and her transformation within a year of being off the pill, it was so inspiring. And I just thought, why not give it a shot? And so she recommended this book, Beyond the Pill by Dr. Jolene Brighten. And I really basically just made my decision based on this book. So this book is by Dr. Jolene Brighten. She is a nutritional biochemist and a naturopathic medicine doctor. She specializes in what she has coined post-birth control syndrome. So she has studied a bunch of women who have been on hormonal birth control and the effects that it has had on them. And even after getting off of the hormonal birth control, the effects that it can have on you. So things such as acne, hair loss, risk of stroke and heart attack, weight gain, and infertility. So those are the most common ones that a lot of people may not even think of when they take this little pill every day. But I highly recommend reading this book by Dr. Jolene Brighten, and search Dr. Jolene Brighten on YouTube and on Spotify. She has been a guest on a bunch of podcasts, super interesting. She is just such an amazing doctor, and I wish that all women's health doctors were like her, because God, everybody knows who's been to an OBGYN. Even if they're a good, caring doctor, they're just in this dogma of be on hormonal birth control or else you're gonna get pregnant. And I mean, I've even heard doctors say that the birth control pill lessens your risk of cancer. Like, that is just the complete opposite of what all this research in this book tells you. So I highly recommend reading this book, and this is really what made me make the biggest decision, was Kyla Beland recommending this book and then me reading this book. So once I read this book, I made my decision that yes, in the new year, January 1st, 2021, I am going off of the birth control pill. So I took my very last pill on New Year's Eve, so December 31st, 2020, and I have been off of the pill ever since. So today when I am filming this, it is January 10th, I believe. So I have been off the pill for, no, it's not the 10th. It is actually January 9th. So I have been off of the pill for 9 days now. And I started experiencing my last withdrawal bleed, because when you're on the pill, you actually are not getting a real period. It is just the withdrawal bleed on those 7 days of your pill pack. It's not an actual period. So come to find out, I haven't had an actual period in over 8 years, which is pretty insane to think about. So I am currently experiencing my final withdrawal bleed, and I am following Dr. Jolene Brighten's 30-day Brighten program to balance my hormones and detoxify all of these synthetic hormones in my body, and just kind of give my system a kick in the pants to kind of detoxify all of those synthetic hormones from my liver and to heal my gut, because that is another thing that hormonal birth control does, is it really stresses out your liver to be processing that synthetic hormone all the time. Because if you think about it, once the hormonal birth control makes its way through your digestive system, it has to make its way through your liver as well, because your liver is going to process any substance you take into your body and it has to make it through your liver as well. So that just shows you how strong these synthetic hormones are that you're taking every single day. And it really stresses out your liver, as well as just creates a ton of inflammation in your body, which contributes to really just killing your gut health. And hormonal birth control also depletes nutrients in many women. So it's super important that if you are gonna actually stay on hormonal birth control, that you are supplementing in the correct way. And I wasn't always taking supplements when I was on the birth control pill, and having these nutrient deficiencies can be very dangerous. So I will now get into all of the symptoms and side effects that I have experienced while being on the birth control pill. Okay, first off, something I have struggled with basically since I've been on the pill, which I honestly did not even correlate to being on birth control for so long and not even up until recently, was my extreme bloating that happens to me occasionally. So sometimes, probably like on a weekly basis, I'll get kind of like really bloated, and it has like really nothing to do with like bathroom stuff. I just randomly get extremely bloated. Like I look like I'm like 5 or 6 months pregnant sometimes, like, and it's just like hard and huge, like you could like deflate me. And it has, like I said, it has nothing to do with like being gassy or anything like that. And it seemed to be pretty random. It didn't matter what I ate, and I just couldn't figure it out. And that has been happening to me for years. And I didn't even ever correlate it to being on the pill because, I don't know, I just thought that being bloated sometimes was pretty regular. So come to find out after reading Beyond the pill really does destroy your gut health and your gut integrity, just because that synthetic hormone causes so much inflammation in the body that it puts your gut in just this like constant state of inflammation and not absorbing the nutrients that it's supposed to during regular digestion. So I'm pretty sure that has been what has been causing my extreme bloating for years. And I'll insert a clip of the last time I was really bloated, just so you guys can see how bad it really is. Okay, another side effect that I have been experiencing while on the birth control pill, I wouldn't say it's anxiety. I would just say that, I mean, it probably is anxiety, but I have a problem with labeling it that because it doesn't seem as severe as many people's. But I tend to fixate on things. Like the littlest things can set me off into an anxious tizzy where I just get really ultra focused in on an issue and I let it bother me way too much. And I just think that comes from, first of all, being a very type A personality in general, and then to couple with that, I'm bringing in synthetic hormones into my brain every single day. So I'm sure it doesn't help with that. So I will be very interested to see if my levels of anxiousness and just stress overall go down, because I do work kind of a stressful job. So hopefully that can help me lessen my overall stress load, and I can start to cope with stress a little bit better. The next side effect I want to talk about that I've been experiencing while on hormonal birth control is weight gain. So this is another thing that this experiment will be very interesting to kind of reveal, is because I went on birth control at 14 years old, I really went on birth control, synthetic hormones, when I was at the very peak of puberty. So I don't know what my adult hormones look like really. So I have been on the pill since I was 14. And it is proven through anecdotal evidence, well, that's probably not being proven then, but a lot of women say that they gain weight when they are on the birth control pill. And in Dr. Jolene Brighten's book, there is no evidence that it causes weight gain, but it does definitely increase your appetite. And if you guys know me personally, you know I can eat like a freaking horse. I can eat huge serving sizes of food, and I don't have like a definite stopping point in my hunger most of the time. Like I just feel like I could just eat and eat and eat and eat, and it's a really big problem. So I will be very interested to see if my hunger levels die down. I actually already think I am seeing that, thank God, in the 9 days that I have been off the pill, because I just honestly have not had a humongous appetite in the last 8 days, and I was really sick in the beginning. The first 2 days I went off the pill, I happened to get a insane cold, like flu-like symptoms, but I'm past that now. I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise, so I wouldn't be like hyper focused on like, oh, being off the pill and not being able to eat all these certain things, which I will get into for 30 days. It's gonna suck, I'm gonna have withdrawals. So I think being sick as a dog for like the first 2 days kind of did me a favor, because that was like my comparison point. So, but anyways, after those first couple days of being super, super sick, it's been pretty easy on this 30-day Brighten program that I will talk about right now. Alrighty guys, so now I'm going to get into what I am doing to balance my hormones through Dr. Jolene Brighten's 30-day Brighten program. So the 30-day Brighten program is Dr. Jolene Brighten's protocol for the first 30 days when you are getting off birth control or starting to want to reclaim your cycle and balance your hormones. So I did just want to jump in here real quick and say that I am actually excluding gluten, sugar, caffeine, dairy, soy, and alcohol during the 30-day Brighten program. I couldn't think of all of it off the top of my head when I was in that clip. So yeah, jumping right back in. So for 30 days, so basically January, I am not eating gluten, sugar, soy, alcohol, dairy, grains, and I think that's it. So yeah, that's it. But so it has been kind of an adjustment. It hasn't been too bad. I will say that not eating any grains has been pretty hard, just because I do love rice and I do love bread, but it hasn't been too horrendous. I've just been focusing on eating a lot of the things that are healthy that I really enjoy, so it doesn't seem like I'm being like deprived. But yeah, my hunger levels have not been as high either, which is really good. I also think it probably is because I'm eating like higher volumes of food, because I'm basically only eating meats, eggs, fruits, and vegetables. That's all I can eat really. So it's been exciting. I'm on day 9, and I'm not gonna lie, I have thought about like having a nice piece of bread with butter a couple times, and just eating easier to make food. I mean, easier to make food is usually crappier, so yeah. But I've been enjoying it so far. Oh, no caffeine either. That's the other thing that I thought was gonna suck really bad, that I think being really sick the first 2 days of this. Also, I wasn't sick because of getting off the pill. Like I caught like a cold, like I caught like a virus. Not that virus, but yeah. I think that being like sick as a dog for the first 2 days of not having all my usual stuff really kind of did me a favor as a comparison point, especially in regards to no caffeine, because I love a cup of coffee in the morning, and I am one of those people that if I don't have caffeine in the morning, I will get a caffeine withdrawal headache. So I think I have been pretty much good just because I wasn't in my routine because I was really sick. And I think the first 2 days are probably gonna be the hardest for most people. And I already felt like crap during that time. So, but yeah, I am following the 30-day Brighten program for the nutritional side as well as the supplement protocol. So I will get into the supplements I'm taking right now. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm gonna go over all of these supplements that I am taking that Dr. Jolene Brighten suggests in you healing your body from your hormonal imbalances and to detoxify once you get off the pill. So first of all, she recommends a good multivitamin, women's multivitamin or prenatal. I was trying to get the My Kind Organics by Garden of Life, My Kind Organics prenatal, because I have taken that before, just because I'm a woman of childbearing age, not trying to have a baby right now, but it does not hurt to take a prenatal. But Whole Foods did not have the prenatal gummies in stock, so I did just pick up the women's multi gummies from, again, Garden of Life, My Kind Organics. These are a pretty good women's multivitamin, and they're all organic and plant-based. And yeah, I just really enjoy these because they're a gummy and it's one less pill to swallow, which you will see I have a bunch of them that I am taking every single day. Second of all, Dr. Jolene Brighten does have her own line of supplements. I am not taking all of her supplements just because I have certain ones that I know I do enjoy, but I thought it would be important to take a 30-day round of Dr. Jolene Brighten's balance supplements. And this is the 30-day, for the 30 days that I am first on the Brighten protocol. So the Balance supplement is a dietary supplement for women's hormone support. So it includes vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, calcium, magnesium, calcium D-glucarate, trypsin, I'll put it right here, chaste tree extract, also known as Vitex. So Vitex comes up a lot in naturopathic medicine when you're talking about period problems, balancing hormones, and getting your cycle back on track. So it is chaste tree extract, but it's also called Vitex. Green tea extract, DIM, I will not say that full name because I can't pronounce it, black cohosh extract, and broccoli seed extract. So these are all formulated by Dr. Jolene Brighten to just really support balancing your hormones as a female. So I am taking that for at least 30 days. I might stay on it just to see what my real cycle is gonna look like after the first month. Okay. Second of all is just another vitamin C. I take the Garden of Life Vitamin Code Raw Vitamin C. Okay, next up is a women's probiotic. If you're taking a probiotic, make sure that it is at the very least, 50 billion CFU, because anything less than that, you're kind of wasting your money. So this is also from Garden of Life. This is the women's probiotic, 50 billion, and it supports vaginal, digestive, and immune system health with 16 probiotic strains. And again, these are all of the supplements that she recommends for everybody to be taking. Next up, this is a B complex supplement. So it's very important to be getting your B vitamins in. So this one is from Ancient Nutrition. That is Dr. Axe's brand. If you guys know Dr. Axe, he's a pretty cool dude. And this is his brand of supplements, is Ancient Nutrition. This is B complex, 8 balanced B vitamins with ancient superfoods, adaptogenic herbs, and astragalus extract. So I will go over where this is sourced from. So this has thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, more folate, again, Super important for women of childbearing age to be taking some sort of folic acid and folate because it prevents spina bifida. So vitamin B12, biotin, and pantothenic acid. Some of the vitamin B6 is extracted from beef liver. It's fermented beef liver. So a lot of people who are plant-based will not take supplements that have animal products in them. So just keep that in mind, but it is one of the best sources of it. So if you're fine with animal products, take it from stuff like bovine liver. So it has bovine liver, beef bone broth, chicken bone broth, organic astragalus root, which is kind of just like an immune supporting herb. So I actually took that for 30 days when I got a tick bite. So astragalus root is very good for your immune system. And there's a bunch of other stuff in here that I won't go over right now, a bunch of mushrooms. But yeah, this is the vitamin B6 complex that I take. Okay, so this is actually my liver cleanse supplement. So Dr. Brighten recommends taking a 14-day course of a liver cleansing supplement just to support the detoxification from your liver when first getting off of the birth control pill to get all of those synthetic hormones out of your liver. So this is, I believe, okay, my cat actually broke this bottle. I started this when I was back home in Colorado over Christmas. So he just like kind of pushed it off the counter, you know, like cats do, and he broke the bottle. But I believe this is from Gaia Herbs. This is their liver cleansing supplement. And I'm probably going to take it for the full 30 days actually, just because I have it. So I'm going to continue to take that, but it's just to support detoxification and cleansing of your liver during this time of hormonal balancing. All right, next up, this is the omega supplement I am taking. It is from Nordic Naturals. It's the EPA Extra 1,640 milligrams of omega-3, highest intensity omega-3, promotes mood and heart health and optimal immune function. This doesn't taste fishy, which is really good, but it is the brand that Dr. Jolene Brighten actually recommended, and it's purity tested, so you know you're not going to be getting a bunch of mercury poisoning from fish, because that's an issue with getting omegas extracted from fish in the ocean, because mercury toxicity is a big problem if you eat a lot of seafood. So yeah, this is a good brand, and omega-3s are very important to help promote your healing in your body and your immune function, as well as support your mood. And last but not least, as always, we all know that vitamin D is super important for your immune health, and it's almost like a hormone within itself. Vitamin D acts as a hormone in the body, and if you are deficient in vitamin D, it can wreak havoc on your entire body, not just your immune system, but especially your immune system. So yes, I am taking this liquid vitamin D3 every day as well. So yeah, so I am just focusing on really supporting my body in regaining its natural health and hopefully regaining a normal cycle as fast as possible in this journey. I know it will certainly be a journey. I am not having any crazy effects yet from being off the pill for 9 days. Like I said, I am on my last withdrawal bleed right now, so I will be interested to see how soon I actually get a real period. And my next time that I get a real period, I'm gonna be starting to chart my cycles. So I really need to jump right into the next book I'm gonna be talking about a little bit more in depth. I got this book actually before I got my other book, Beyond the Pill, but I just couldn't get into it because it wasn't really applicable, because I wasn't sure if I was going off the pill yet at that time. But now this is about to become my Bible. So this is Taking Charge of Your Fertility by Toni Weschler. This is literally the fertility awareness method. Like, this is the Bible of that. Everybody recommends this book who follows FAM or fertility awareness method, and it just teaches you everything you need to know about charting your cycle and using fertility awareness method as your form of birth control, as well as to avoid pregnancy, and to, when the time is right for you, achieve pregnancy more easily. So yes, I need to jump right into this and study it cover to cover within the next month, because this is going to be eventually my form of birth control, and it's just as effective as the pill when used as it should be. So yeah. Really quickly, I will touch on just the disclaimer. We are not trying to get pregnant. We do not want to get pregnant for the foreseeable future at this time in our lives. I am 22 years old. Ronnie is 22 years old as well. We are not looking to have babies at this time. So yes, we will be using backup birth control until we really dive into fertility awareness method, and once my cycle regulates, we will be using a backup form of birth control, a barrier method. That's all I'll say on that. But yeah, we're not trying to have babies right now. Alrighty guys, we're almost wrapping up this video, but I did just really quick want to go over some misconceptions that people have about the birth control pill, or just hormonal birth control in general. And I wanted to voice my frustrations about this notion that, oh, you're gonna get off the pill and use the rhythm method. The rhythm method doesn't work. We're not gonna be doing the rhythm method. Fertility awareness method is far more complex and safer and far more effective than the rhythm method. And we're gonna be using fertility awareness method as our birth control, and believe what you want about it, but I would do your own research. It is really frustrating that people think that you can just get pregnant at the drop of the hat. One of the biggest myths is that you can get pregnant any day in your cycle. That is not true at all. A woman can only get pregnant 2 days out of each cycle, but we extend that to an 8-day window because, also TMI, but we extend that to an 8-day window when following fertility awareness method, because sperm can live up to 7 days inside of a woman's body. So you need to either abstain from sex or use a barrier method for 8 days in your cycle. And once you learn your cycle and start charting it, you will be aware of your green days and your red days, for lack of a better term. So yeah, but yeah, that is one of the biggest misconceptions that I grew up thinking, was you can get pregnant at the drop of a hat anytime, any day, which is not true. If you know anything about charting your cycle and where you are at with your cervical fluid, as well as taking your temperature every morning, you will be able to see what days you are fertile and what days you are not. And you can base your birth control on that. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, and I'm excited to learn that method, but while being careful as well. Alrighty guys, so I hope that you guys are excited to follow me along on this health journey that I'm going on, and I am gonna be making updates. I'm gonna make an update after my first month, which will be in a couple weeks, and then I will be making updates probably every 3 months after that, just to kind of check in and let you guys know where I'm at with my journey. And hopefully if you are interested in seeing this, or you know somebody else who might be, they can kind of follow me along in this journey, and we can kind of support each other on reclaiming our cycles and our hormonal health without hormonal birth control. So again, I do want to just thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I know it is quite a personal video to be putting out there, but I really enjoy watching videos like this that helped me make my decision to go off of the pill. Alrighty guys, please give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any of the other getting off the pill updates, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.